What's up, guys? Welcome back to No Bad Days EDC. Today we are looking at my current EDC loadout and a little bit of my tech bag going into spring of this year. Let's check it out. Here is my EDC loadout, and this has been pretty steady for about the last 2 months. Some of it's just from simplicity, some of it's because I am too lazy to change stuff sometimes, but mostly it's just because this stuff works. I'm used to the way it works, and I can't really stop using it because it works so well. So starting off is kind of my classic Ridge wallet. So I've had this Ridge wallet. This is one of my first EDC items I ever had. My father actually got it for me maybe 6 years ago for a Christmas present, and I have always had a special love for this wallet. This is the burnt titanium color. I've mentioned it 100 times. Like I say, a lot of times I think I have a bit of a toxic relationship with this wallet, but it just works. It's so easy. The maintenance on it is so smooth. You can just tighten these screws. You can replace everything. It's all modular. You can throw it around like I just did. But yes, I love this wallet, and it holds all the cards I need. I can add or take away. I'm not stuck using just a set amount. So it's functional. It's classic. This one's been pretty beat up, but it still works just fine. I think it still looks really good. So the second item is actually going to be a part of a entirely separate review that I'm going to do soon, but this is the Roxon Modular Swiss Army knife of sorts. So you can add and remove any of these implements that you want to. My setup here actually has a knife, which is D2 blade steel, some scissors, a ruler, file, pry bar tool, and then this is a pen, needle, and tweezers set. And then the last part of this is actually a screwdriver. So this has been my knife of choice. I like having options for, having the awesome bit driver here on the liner lock. I like having the needle and the tweezer just in case, you never know. And it's lockable. And when you need to replace anything, these implements are very cost friendly. So you can pick up a new blade for 10-12 bucks, and you basically have a brand new setup. So yeah, again, it's been functional, and I can't stop carrying it. This is kind of a different one. This is the new KUT, C-U-T. It stands for Clip Utility Tool by this company, Ryfined Gear. So I found this company on Instagram. I loved the carbon fiber look on this thing. So I've been loving carrying this because I cut a ton of boxes either at work or at home. I really just enjoy having a replaceable utility blade like this that you don't have to care if it gets beat up. You can just swap it out with another one. The KUT is made from a 4mm carbon fiber frame. It has a replaceable super deep carry pocket clip, so this thing completely hides away. I like to carry this in my 5th pocket. It stows away. You don't even remember that you have it until you need it. It has a lanyard hole here if you want that as well. It is 3K carbon fiber, so it's very strong. Like, I know it's carbon fiber, and it's, you don't always expect it to feel very strong, but this feels very sturdy, and it just works well. Like I said, cutting open boxes, it's perfect. You can do it all day, and take the blade out when you're done, slide it back in when you're ready to go. All the only opening mechanism here is just kind of put some pressure on this side right here, and then it allows it to slide in and out. So awesome. I love this tool. Like I said, carry that every day just because I enjoy it so much. The next tool is actually one that is releasing today from Wuben. And Wuben is known for making awesome EDC lights. And so this is the Wuben G5. So this is an EDC flashlight, flat body style, Type C rechargeable, and it has a rotatable head, so you can use it standing up, or you can use it in the hand like this if you like a standard type flashlight. But you can rotate it however you need to. So there's really, like, if you needed to point this at a certain area you're working on, you want to just set it down and point it wherever you're working. Also, it has a magnetic base. so you could attach it somewhere and turn it on. Basically, the way that this works is you have your little switch here, which is very clicky, very satisfying, and you can have it in full lockout mode where the button doesn't do anything. You can have it in light mode, which is if you just press once, it's going to be your regular flashlight. It goes all the way up to 400 lumens, but if you turn it on and then press and hold, you can go into turbo mode. You can also enter RGB mode. So this dial here, you can spin it, change the color to whatever you want. Personally, I don't find a ton of use for this, but sometimes the kids think it's funny or whatever, and that's kind of it for me. But it is nice to have, and it doesn't really get in the way because all you have to do to get back is press and hold the button on the side, and you go right back. And then from there, it's just normal. It's one press to power on, cycle through light modes with the dial here, which is nice. You get pretty precise, and when you go all the way up, it'll blink once to let you know that you're turned all the way up. So this is a brand new light from Wuben. It literally comes out today. So it does have a pocket clip on here, which is rotatable as well. And then like I said, the Type-C charging port is covered up to not, dust proof. And it's also IP68 waterproof as long as the charger port is covered there. So this is a really cool flashlight. It's very thin. 400 lumens is usually more than enough for anything you need in a day. I almost won't carry a light without a magnetic charging base on it anymore. So the fact that this has one is huge. I really enjoy it. Plus it's a cool little, conversation piece. And the last piece is not very exciting. I've had these for every video I've done the last several years. These are the AirPods Pro 2, and they're in a case by ESR. I put them in this case the day that I bought this, and I've never changed it. I love this case. I love this headphones. I use them 8 to 10 hours a day usually at the office. So that is my on-body type carry. And now let's check out my tech bag. This is my current backpack for EDC, and I have used it for some recent travel that I did as well. This is the Alpaka Elements Travel Backpack. So this bag comes in around $249, which I feel like is such a great price for what it is. It has kind of everything you could need as far as pockets or straps. So starting out here in this top panel, I don't actually keep anything in the front, I don't believe. I like to leave that one empty in case I need to put anything in it very quickly. But in the admin panel here, this is a super helpful space. I keep some Advil, a couple pens. This is a pen by Bastion that I really like. I keep some Ugreen cables, and then this pocket actually runs the full length. This is where I keep my Anchor power bank. Keep some eye drops in there, some business cards, and yeah, that's kind of it. Just stuff I usually reach for quickly, or stuff I just like to keep separate. And something that's awesome about this bag, first of all, the texture, the color. This is the blue Axoflux, so it's 600D nylon. It's made of that, like I said, that 300D ripstop nylon lining. It has a 35-liter capacity, so I've noticed that it's kind of very expandable, but it also can be very slim depending on what you put in here. So for example, in this middle pouch here, when I traveled, you could easily put some clothes and stuff in here. But for my day-to-day, I like to kind of just keep it simple. I just have my tech organizer, which is also by Alpaka, and I will get to it. But over here on this side, I have a wireless mouse. Over here, I have my MagSafe power bank. I have some chapsticks, some hand sanitizer, a glasses cleaner, and I think that's it. Over here, I just keep kind of a backup EDC, I guess, just in case. This is a Leatherman charge. This is kind of the best multi-tool around, and I really like it. And then this is a small Fisher Space pen and a small flat light by Workos. So just in case I ever need anything, I don't have, for some reason, I don't have any gear on me. And the only thing is I always have to remember to take this out when I fly, obviously, at least the Leatherman. So that kind of stows perfectly right there. I always keep some zip ties. I keep this small power strip from Anchor. Over here, I just have that same JBL speaker that I've had forever. And I don't use these yet, but I do plan on fully utilizing Alpaka's hub system and really diving into that whole world. But this is an awesome backpack. In the back, I really just keep my iPad because it's just a standalone dedicated laptop sleeve, and it has a false bottom, so I don't have to worry about setting this down on an airplane or in an airport or at the office, anywhere. It's good to go. It's not going to smash up my iPad or my laptop, whatever I have back there. It also has one external pocket for a water bottle, and it even has these little straps that go through here, so you could connect. If you have like an Owala, you can loop this through and your bottle won't fall out. This side over here is kind of a quick access. So in there right now, I just have a pen and Olight. This is just a regular Arcfeld. So I like this side a lot because it sometimes it's nice to have two water bottle pockets, but you don't really need it. And this zips up really nice, so you can kind of, if you want to put your wallet in there or whatever, you don't have to worry about it falling out. Very nice, very secure. And this is the Elements Tech Case, also from Alpaka. And this is just beauty. This has become kind of my everyday organizer. As soon as I get to the office, I take this out, I take my iPad out. This has everything in it that I need to get actual work done. So this is around $79. This is the True Red X-Pack VX21 model. And this thing has space like crazy. So in this front pouch here, I keep backup AirPods. I'm terrified of showing up at my work without them and not having them for the whole day. I also keep, there's a strap option that you can put on the back, and sometimes I like to just throw that on there and carry it like a sling. And then in the main pouch is, you'll see there's kind of 3 big sections and then there's a lot of small sections. So farthest side over here, I carry this Apple MagSafe charger. I still like this. It charges with lightning, which is horrible and it's annoying, and it doesn't really have that big of a capacity, but there's just something nice that it's by Apple, and it shows you the battery percentage remaining on your phone. It has some nice little things like that, even though it's pretty old. More Ugreen cables here, an Apple Watch charger as well, a lightning cable to charge that battery, and then there's also some side pockets down in here. I don't have anything in there. Right here in this middle magnetic portion, I just keep these small, nimble cables. These are so handy, and they're all fast charging, 60 watts. So if you need to, plug in a power bank or connect something for data transfer, these are really good. Over here I have one. I always just have one long, nimble cable because, first of all, Nimble makes some of my favorite cables. They're 240 watt output, and they are the best cables, I think. Them or Ugreen make the best. So this I don't usually have in here. I have it right now. It's just the Apple braided cable. I have one standard Anchor PD charger, a pop socket ring, which I like, another cable that I don't need but I still have, and then I carry one, and then another cable that I don't really need. I really only need 2 or 3, but for some reason I'm worried and have 6. This is the same Ugreen 100 watt charger that I have talked about previously, but I love this. This thing's a workhorse. It'll charge my MacBook, my iPad, and that large Anker power bank in no time at all. It doesn't really get that hot. It's perfect, and it has the USB-A port as well, which is awesome. Just, you never know, some stuff still uses that. And then I carry the ESR hub. I usually end up using this. My MacBook Air only has Type-C output, so I end up plugging this in so I can get HDMI, so I can get a card reader. If I needed an Ethernet, that's where it would be. And then I still carry the Buddy stick here. So this holds a bunch of memory sticks. This has adapters for Type-C cord to go to micro USB or to Type-A, which you never know when you need, and it's always nice to have. Plus it holds the memory sticks, and it can act as a card reader, which I've been taking advantage of recently. So that is kind of my tech pouch setup. And so this goes inside the Elements travel backpack, and along with the other stuff I have, this stuff gets me through the day. It helps me get work done, it helps me be productive, and without it, I might be able to get the same amount of stuff done, but it certainly would not be as fun. So that is everything I got for the day. Thank you guys for checking out the video. I'll see you on the next one.